Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. We do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football as well. We also cover Sunday Night Baseball too, and other baseball content as well. Tonight, we got Nathan Eovaldi facing Connelly Early and the Boston Red Sox. Eovaldi, of course, facing his former ball club, a team that he won a World Series with, and he is going to try to go out there and lower his ERA and give the Texas Rangers a chance to try to win this game and save their series. The Boston Red Sox, they took the first two games. They put up a ton of runs in game one. They actually ended up winning by a final score of 10-1. And then they ended up winning game two yesterday. They actually ended up winning 6-3. This was a game where it certainly got interesting in the eighth inning after Jake Berger hit a solo home run to cut it to a one-run deficit. Jarren Duran in the bottom of the eighth inning had the response and was able to get himself a big-time two-run home run off of Gray. So they got a chance to get the W. They are now 29-39 on the season. Chapman also recorded his 14th save, and the Red Sox are going to try to sweep the Texas Rangers before their next series begins, and they want to get their 30th win of the season. So, yeah, I expect tonight that we're going to see a good performance. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. And with how Connelly Early has been pitching, as far as what I've seen, Connelly has actually been doing pretty good. Like, overall, he's done a very good job. He had a very good month of May. He had a 3.07 ERA in the month of May. He had that one phenomenal outing against the Atlanta Braves. Now, in his first outing of June, it wasn't as good against the Baltimore Orioles, and he had an okay outing against the Tampa Bay Rays. The walks were really a problem in that last game against Tampa Bay, but I think that tonight he's going to have a bounce-back performance. I really do. This guy has some really good stuff. He's 24 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. If he can get 6 innings tonight, I think that Boston fans should feel really good about that. Texas is a very streaky team. They don't really have a lot of good hitting. They have some good individual hitters, of course, with Wyatt and with Corey Seager as well. But I think that this Boston Red Sox team is going to go out there and do everything that they can to try to sweep this Texas Rangers team. I'm not saying that the Rangers don't have a shot to win this game, because obviously they do. But in order for Texas to win this game, they're going to really have to try to get a good pitching performance out of Nate Eovaldi, which I think is definitely possible. But also, the offense needs to play small ball against Connelly. And they're going to have to take advantage of bad pitching whenever there's mistakes out over the middle of the plate, and they'll have to capitalize. I could see this being anybody's game. I just think that Connelly Early is going to personally just bounce back, and he is going to have this chip on his shoulder, and he's going to go out there and do some really good things for the Boston Red Sox. But let me know what you guys think down below. What are your final score predictions for this ball game? And also tell me who your MVPs are for this game, too. Other things about the Boston Red Sox, just a couple of quick facts. Ceddanne Rafael is hitting the ball very, very well. He has 9 hits over his last 7 games. This guy has gotten a hit in each of his last 3 games, and ever since then, I mean, really during that time, he has 6 hits in 13 at-bats, including 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. So he's been driving in runs. He's been getting on base. He also had a stolen base in Friday night's game as well. The strikeouts have been okay, but he's definitely showing some pop in the bat, and he will look to try to continue to stay red hot for the Boston Red Sox. Wilyer Abreu also has had some success in Friday night's game. He ended up going 3 for 4. He also put up 3 runs, and he also homered. He has 8 on the team so far this year for the Boston Red Sox. So, yeah, it'll be a good pitching matchup. It'll be a good matchup, period. But I think that the Boston Red Sox, I have them taking this game, and I think it's going to be somewhere of a score between 5-3 or like 6-4, something along those lines. But if we do take a look at the Texas Rangers and we talk a little bit about them, the Texas Rangers, before even the series began, they actually, I thought that they played very well against the Kansas City Royals. I really did. I thought that they put up runs, especially in that second game. Jake Berger had that big clutch at bat off the bench to tie it, and he also had the sacrifice fly in the 8th inning as well. In that second game of the series against the Kansas City Royals. And then in the finale, they did a very good job too. And they only limited them to just 2 runs in the 4th inning. Latz ended up getting the win. And of course, Waka got the loss. We got to cover that game. But the Texas Rangers did enough. They played small ball. They found a way to get to Michael Waka. And Waka actually pitched really well. Waka was not pitching bad at all. He gave the Royals a chance to stay on in that ball game, but the Rangers just did a good job from their bullpen, and Latz ended up, once it was the 8th inning, it was just GG's. It was good going. So, but yeah, tonight, when I look at the Texas Rangers, I think that they're just going to have to do whatever they can to just get guys on base, move runners over from station to station. I like how Ezekiel Duran has been playing lately. This guy has been doing a very good job getting on base for them. He had a good series against the Kansas City Royals. He did go 1 for 5 in yesterday's game, but he did strike out 3 times. But if he can get on base today, if Josh Young can just continue to hit the baseball well, I think that they definitely have a chance. I just have Boston pulling this one out and getting the sweep tonight. But again, let me know what you guys think down below. Josh Young has had himself a very good season. I think that, I'm just going to say this right now. Josh Young is one of the most underrated baseball players in all of baseball. He just is. You think about like the greatest hitters in the league. Josh Young leads all of third basemen in batting average. He's batting .307 this year. He's getting on base. He also has been scoring runs for them, which has been really good. And he is a hitting machine right now. Unfortunately, the Texas Rangers really haven't been able to get a lot of runners on base, so he's not necessarily driving in runs. But he is finding ways to get on, and he is starting to hit the ball much, much better. And that was really a concern last year because he took a dip. He took an absolute dip last year and just was not his 2023 self. 2024, obviously, he had the injury and he ended up missing most of the time. And only ended up getting a total of 178 at-bats. But I think that he's really found himself into a groove, and we don't talk about him enough. When we talk about the great third baseman in the game, we talk about the Jose Ramirez's of the world. We talk about the Manny Machados, the Nolan Arenados, those types of guys. And Josh Young just doesn't get enough credit. So that's really where I stand on things. But I think tonight that he's going to get a couple of hits. I really do. So, all right, let's get into some final score predictions. Drop them down below. I also want to say hello to everybody that is here in the chat. Who is here right now? Morty, I believe, is here. I think I saw Morty here in the chat. JG is also here. We got Chase is also here. What's up, JJ? Rockies won 23-9 over the A's, dude. That was an offensive, explosive game for you guys. I mean, that was ridiculous. That was the most runs I've seen in quite a bit of time. You're telling me that 3 guys on your team ended up getting 3 or more base hits? Actually, 4, because Willie Castro went 4 for 6. Hunter Goodman went 5 for 6. Right? Ezekiel Tavar went 3 for 6. And Kyle Karras ended up going 4 for 6. That's just unbelievable. The fact that Tomoyuki Sagano went 5 innings today, gave up 8 earned runs, and allowed 9 hits. This guy got the win. He gave up 8 earned runs. That is insane. That has to be like a record in the modern era. At least over like the last 20 some years or so. This guy gives up 8 runs and he gets credited for the win. That's just insane. That's unfathomable. It really is. But no, congratulations to your Rockies. They put up 23 runs. They have 27 wins on the season, and they put up 23 runs in that game against the Athletics. That's unbelievable. DE is also here. What's going on, DE? Sean's also here. Chase says, I got the Texas Rangers winning 4-1 today. Okay. Nice. Texas 6, Boston 4, says DE. What's up, DE? How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. So, again, let me know what your final score predictions are down below. And who are your MVPs? Who are your MVPs for tonight's game? Let us know down below. Alrighty. So yeah, make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. We got that right now. For the Texas Rangers, this is what their starting lineup will look like. It'll be Wyatt Langford batting leadoff. And then you got Josh Young hitting second, Brandon Nimmo third, Ezekiel Duran fourth, Jake Berger fifth, Justin Foscue sixth. Seventh is Cody Freeman. He's playing out in left field. Kyle Higashioka, the catcher, is batting eighth. And last but not least, batting in the 9 spot is going to be Alejandro Ozuna. So that is the lineup for tonight's game. All right, let's make sure that we get the 3D up and running right now. Where is it? There it is. Good. So that is the starting lineup. And again, for the Boston Red Sox, they will have Masataka Yoshida, Ceddanne Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, Wilson Contreras, and that'll be followed up by Jarren Duran, Caleb Durbin, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Marcelo Mayer, and Carlos Narvaez. So that is what's going on. Connelly Early is going to pitch. Early with 13 starts on the season, a 5-4 record, a 3.3 ERA, 71 innings of work, 69 strikeouts, and 27 walks allowed as well. Let's also make sure that we get our score, that our inning breakdown up. Let's do that too. Good. Okay. Nice. The Rangers are in their dark blue uniforms with their white bottoms. Their gray bottoms, I should say. And so it says Texas. It actually says Rangers painted across the chest in white text outlined in blue. Red Sox. We'll get you their jerseys in just a couple of seconds. You see a lot of fans wearing the white and the red, the dark red logo. Red Sox are in their white tops, white bottoms with the Red Sox letters painted across the chest, and they have their red undersleeve shirts on as well. The game is out at Fenway Park, and we should be ready to rock and roll and get the game going with some baseball. Just waiting for this 3D to show on up. Top of the first. And here we go. Good stuff. Let's wait just a couple of seconds for the 3D to catch up to us. Looks like it's a beautiful day out in Boston. We'll get you the temperature in just a couple of seconds. It is 83 degrees Fahrenheit out in Boston, Massachusetts at Fenway Park. The wind itself is blowing southwest at 5 miles per hour. On the first pitch, there's a high drive hit out to deep left field. Wyatt Langford able to get to Connelly early. One pitch, and it's a bomb. Here comes Josh Young to the plate. And his first pitch is down for a ball. That thing got out in a hurry. I mean, that was absolutely crushed out to left field. 1 ball and no strikes to Young, and the pitch, that's grounded right through the hole for a base hit. And so Young gets on and continues to be a hitting machine for the Texas Rangers. And so a runner over at first base for Texas. Langford's pitch that he got out over the middle of the plate, that was just a meatball. Charge! That was a fastball right down Broadway at 93 miles per hour. And so here is Brandon Nimmo facing Connelly Early, and on the first pitch, this will be popped up over towards the third base side in foul territory, and that one goes on out of play. That's how you start off a baseball game. Crazy. All right, Dr. Delay is here. So speaking of bombs, what's going on, man? How you doing? Folks, make sure that you guys go subscribe to Dr. Delay's channel. I'm going to drop it down below. He covers the Pittsburgh Pirates. He also does the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and does National League Baseball and a lot of other sports content, including NFL, 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's to Brandon Nimmo. So make sure that you guys go check him out. That's my friend. He is the man. And he's closing in. He's almost at 9,400 subscribers. 0-2 pitch. This is popped up and skied out over towards medium depth left field. Durando takes about 4 steps inward, and he will make the catch. And there's 1 out in the top of the first inning. What a start to this ball game. Here we go. There's Dr. Delay's channel. Make sure that you guys go subscribe to him. Rick is here. What's up, Rick? How you doing? I live in Massachusetts. I do not know anyone on this team. Well, it's a 1-0 start, top of the first. It's never too late to join back on in to root for a baseball team. Never too late. The pitch. That's a foul ball. Ezekiel Duran is up. So Connelly Early is on the bump. Just a little bit more about Connelly. He's 24 years old. He's from Midlothian, Virginia. Had to stop for a second. I was like, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. No balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 is going to be a foul ball towards the right side and out of play. Early is 6 feet 3 inches tall. 195 pounds as well. Again, he was having success in May, but so far in June, it has not treated him so well. No balls, 2 strikes. He did struggle in his last outing against the Tampa Bay Rays, too. 0-2 pitch. That misses outside and high for a ball. Early did turn 24 in April. He went to James River High School out in Virginia. 98 strikeouts in his career and a 6-6 record as well. 1-2 pitch, and that misses way inside for ball 2. He also played college baseball at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, as well as the University of Virginia. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duran in the box. And here's the pitch. That is slapped foul. And the count is now 2-2. Speaking of bombs, I got the joke. I got the joke. Love it. Thank you, sir. Just chilling, watching the World Cup, and also have you on as well. Well, I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, how is let's take a look at the score there. Ivory Coast is playing Ecuador. Still scoreless. 2-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3. The throw back to first. That is not in time. But there are 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Took them a little bit of time for them to update that, but there's 2 away. This will be an ABS challenge, though. That's what they were waiting for, but that is a called strike 3. Brandon Nimmo gets caught looking on strikes, so the call is confirmed to be a strikeout. So there's 2 away. And sorry, that was Duran that got called looking on strikes. Now it's Jake Berger who's up to bat. And here's the toss back over to first. The throw is not in time. There's Travis Jankowski as the first base coach for the Texas Rangers. Obviously, when he played, he was a great base runner. He played for the Phillies once upon a time. 2 outs, top of the first. Early kicks, fires, and that pitch is a curveball that's going to be called a strike. Well, it's a little bit low. But Berger is down in the count 0-1. Just 1 for 6 in the series, Jake Berger. He had that solo home run earlier in the series on Friday. No balls, 1 strike. Early's pitch, swing and a miss. Early got him tardy on that one. Sean's here. What's up, Sean? How you doing, man? Michael's also here. Michael says like number 27. Good to see you. Yes, sir. What's up, Rick? I have not been a Sox fan since '86. Heartbreak. That I can't say anything about that. I can't say anything. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and Early gets himself a strikeout, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. So 1-0 is the score. Texas has an early lead, and Langford hits a solo home run on the first pitch of the ball game. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Drop a chair in the chat for Nate Eovaldi, or Connelly Early, that is. What is going on tonight? There we go. Masataka Yoshida will lead it off in the bottom of the first. It'll be Yoshida, Rafaela, Abreu, Contreras, Duran, Durbin, Kiner Falefa, Mayer, and Narvaez. That's Masataka Yoshida batting leadoff, DHing tonight. Ceddanne Rafaela is out in center field. He's batting second. Wilyer Abreu is out in right field. He's batting third. Wilson Contreras, the red-hot Wilson Contreras, is batting fourth, playing over at first. And then you got Jarren Duran out in left field, batting fifth. Caleb Durbin, the third baseman, is batting sixth. Seventh is Isaiah Kiner Falefa, former Blue Jay Kiner Falefa. He's playing over at second. Also played with the Pirates, too, if I remember correctly. Marcelo Mayer is over at shortstop. He's batting eighth. And last but not least, Carlos Narvaez is the catcher, and he is the caboose. He's batting ninth for the Boston Red Sox. And the guy that they are facing, well, this guy won a World Series with the Boston Red Sox, and his name is Nathan Eovaldi. Eovaldi this season so far has done okay. Not great, not stellar, not terrible. He's done okay so far. He's 36 years old. He had a really good season last year. But this year, it's been very much inconsistent. He's been just trying to eat up innings for them. He's had some great outings, and then he's had some horrendous outings. And the last time that he pitched, it was not a good outing at all. He walked 3 batters in 5 2/3, ended up allowing 4 earned runs, including giving up he actually ended up giving up a home run in that ball game to Jack Caglione. That ball went 421 feet. So he is on the pitch for the Texas Rangers. He has a 4.26 ERA and a 5-7 record and 77 strikeouts in 80 1/3 of an inning. So he is ready to start off the bottom of the first. And here's the first pitch to Masataka Yoshida, and that'll be in there for a called strike. It hits the outside corner. 0-1. More final score predictions, let us know down below. Let's go Sox's Manny Neal. What's up? What's up, Manny? How you doing? 0-1 is the count, and the next pitch, that curveball is flied foul and out of play. Looks like that he got just a bit underneath it. Jet is back. What's up, Jet? Jet's like, I see JJ's on, I click. I got money on the Rangers due to Boston's insufferable bullpen. These are the kind of micro nuances that cash. Well, good luck to you, my friend. 0-2 pitch. And the splitter misses down for a ball. I just left the national broadcast to be here. Would much rather listen to you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Plus, you got a chat, which is really cool. 1-2. And that's up high for ball 2. Jet says, I got my final score prediction is 7-4 Texas Rangers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the first. Yoshida's OPS, by the way, is at 652. Up next is Rafaela, and in the hole it's Abreu. The 2-2 pitch, and that'll be slapped foul and out of play. Boston this season is 29-39. They do have 12 wins at home out of 33 games. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's a 1-0 Texas Rangers lead in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. What a nasty curveball that was. And Masataka Yoshida was off balance, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. That thing just went from 12 to 6. Looked like it was going to go towards the outside corner, and then it just absolutely curved at the knees towards the center of the plate. And there is out number 1. Here comes Rafaela, and Rafaela stares at the cutter towards the outside edge for a called strike. Bradley, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Eovaldi has 6 different pitches. His main one that he throws is the splitter. Gotta watch out for that. And watch out for the curve as well. 0-1 pitch. He goes with a sinker this time. It'll be at the knees for strike 2 at 96 miles per hour. So Don Rafaela hitting now .291, which is the 9th highest batting average in the American League. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and that's another foul ball. Texas's defense today. They got Kyle Higashioka catching. Over on the bump, it's Eovaldi. And the infield, it'll be Berger at first. At second, you got Foscu. And at third, it's Young. And at short, it's Duran. The ball is 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch to Rafaela, swing and a miss. That time, it was on a splitter, and it was down. So there we go. There's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts in the bottom of the first inning. Trap 2 chairs in the chat for Nate Eovaldi. That was me on the sub. I had forgot, and you earned it. This is Jet Alaska. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Jet, thank you so much, dude. Abreu takes the pitch, and that is on the outside corner. At the knees, it was a curve. No balls and 1 strike to Wilyer Abreu. Red batting gloves for Abreu. Of course, a left-handed hitter who has pop in the bat. And the 0-1 is flied out over to right field, but not even moving is Brandon Nimmo. He's like, I got it, and he will make the catch for out number 3. 2 strikeouts and a line out over to right field, and that's all she wrote in the bottom of the first for Boston. And we go to the top of the second at Fenway Park, 1-0 Rangers. Where are we tapping on in from tonight? Let us know down below, and I will make sure that I shout each and every one of you out. Where are you tuning on in from in the world to tune in to Play-by-Play with JJ? Where are we? By the way, cheers to a good baseball game. L'chaim. Michael's here. What's up, Michael? I know I said hi to you before, but hi again, Michael. What's up, dude? Amigos, hello. I also put some money on the Rangers. Let's go, man. West Hampton, Massachusetts says Rick. What's up, Rick? Fist bump to you. We got Tallahassee, Florida in the chat. So we got Massachusetts. We got Florida. Where else are we tuning on in from? JT, what's going on, man? The Spawn. JT, the Spawn is here. Love it. Love that name, by the way. That's so cool. Oh, man. Retro says, what's up? Tuning on in from what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Retro? Retro Caleb is here. What's up, Caleb? Good to see you, man. We got Steelers country in the chat. Renault is here. And by the way, once again, I'm going to drop his link down below. If you are a diehard Steelers fan, please, please make sure that you go sub to my guy, Dr. DeLay. He does an awesome job covering Steelers football. He is the Steelers guy. He is also just incredible with his NFL play-by-play calls. He is so good. Make sure that you guys go check him out. I'm going to drop his link once again down below. So if you're a Steelers fan, if you're a Pirates fan, if you're a Penguins fan, that is the guy. Absolutely. All right, so here we go to the top of the second, 1-0 Texas. And the first pitch, there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit by Justin Foscue. And so Rafaela backhands it on the ground and a leadoff single to start off the top of the second for Texas. And Cody Freeman is up next for the Rangers. I'm tuning on in from Duran's Spider Nest. Are you having a cake shake? Charge. Oh, man. Steelers, I'll pray for y'all Steelers fans, says JT. So we got the leadoff man over at first. Freeman is now up, and Freeman takes ball 1 downstairs. Cody Freeman so far in the series, just hitting .250, is 1 for 4. Still looking for his first RBI of the season. Want to know is the count? Early, kicks and deals, and a called strike on the top tier of the zone. As I get tongue-tied. Are we good? Can we speak? Yeah, that's better. It's a lot better. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second. Early was also a 5th-round pick in the 2023 draft by the Boston Red Sox. 1-1 pitch, and that's another ground ball up the middle and through the hole for a base hit. Stopping at second is Foscue. And another single for the Texas Rangers. Back-to-back singles up the middle for Texas. Wish I knew more about the Rangers. I splashed around with some small parlays just to find out, says JT. George! We do a lot of baseball on this channel. If you are into fantasy baseball or if you have a lot of different types of things going on as far as the betting stuff goes. We do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone. Our next edition of that is actually going to be on Wednesday night. So if Diamond Zone is basically what it is it's like NFL Red Zone, but it's for baseball, and we literally call like all the games at once. We don't miss a pitch. It's so cool. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's to Kyle Higashioka. The 1-0 pitch. That's a high fly ball. Hit out to left field. And looking up, it's gone. Wow. That thing got out in a hurry. And Duran was just looking up and said, bye-bye, baseball. Dude, that was scorched. Two singles and a 3-run blast by Higashioka. And it's a 4-0 start against Connelly Early. He's been making all types of mistakes. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Alejandro Ozuna. Roberto Ozuna. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper hit towards the right side of the mound. Barehanded by Early, and he will flip it back over to first. Underhanded tosses in plenty of time for out number 1. So there's 1 out. Yeah. So if you type in, so what is Diamond Zone? Diamond Zone is basically, I'm going to post it down below. ! Diamond Zone. This is what it is. It should actually pop on up. But yeah, don't miss all the action, because we call every single pitch for every game going on in the baseball slate as we stream, which is so cool. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So the next time that we actually do Diamond Zone will be on Wednesday. We'll be on Wednesday night. 0-1 pitch, and that's another high fly ball hit out to left field. This time it'll stay in the ballpark, and Duran will make the catch on the track for out number 2. Warning track power there. Wyatt Langford almost went deep twice in the first 2 innings. That would have been something. But yeah, Diamond Zone, our next episode is going to be on Wednesday. We'll be on at, what time? We'll be on at 7 o'clock. So we have a lot of games that night. Young is up to bat. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Some people were actually complaining, and they were saying, you're not calling many games. You're doing like maybe 3 to 4. Well, Wednesday, there's going to be a lot. Wednesday, there will be a lot. We'll actually, at one point, be calling 7 different games at once. Yes. We'll be on around like 6:30 or so. So we got Blue Jays, Red Sox that night, White Sox, Yankees, Giants, Braves, Guardians, Brewers, Rockies, Cubs, Orioles, Mariners, and Pirates and A's, all going on that night. One ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second. 4-0 Rangers. 2 away, nobody on. And the 1-2 pitch, that is going to be grounded right up the middle, but it'll be played on the hop, and the throw to first is in plenty of time. So there's out number 3. But Kyle Higashioka does the damage with a 3-run home run out over the big green monster out in left field, and makes it a 4-0 ball game. He actually lined out over to second. Regardless, though, it's pretty good. Folks, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We have 68 people tuning in on here. 31 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Last baseball game that you went to. What was the last baseball game that you guys went to? Let me know down below. Last baseball game that you saw. In person. In person. I like getting to know my chat. If you're like, well, I don't like to talk, that's cool. That's fine. You can listen. But I also like to talk to my chat. It's Marty says Savannah Bananas. You actually went to go see the Savannah Bananas, Marty. What's up, Marty? Good to see you on here. That's a fist pump, by the way. Savannah Bananas. Was that the time that Shane Vittorino was on the Savannah Bananas, correct? Four nothing start, by the way, for the Texas Rangers. They got a solo home run on the very first pitch of the ball game by Wyatt Langford. And then Kyle Higashioka hit a 3-run blast out to left field to make it 4-0. It was at Petco, and Hoffman threw a few. Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman? Nolan Hoffman? I'm just trying to think of like all like the former Phillies players. The only player that I know is Jeff Hoffman. That last name was Hoffman. Oh, Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman. Okay. Yeah, that guy sounds familiar. Put 2 and 2 together. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Texas. And here is Wilson Contreras. And the pitch is outside for a ball. A lot of teams have been intrigued with getting Wilson Contreras as a bat. That's because he's had himself quite a season. One ball, no strikes to Wilson Contreras. And Eovaldi comes set and deals. And there's a high drive. How far does this go? That one's gone! Wilson just teed that thing up. And it went way out of here. That was sent to the moon. And here's the pitch. That'll be in there for a called strike. So it begins. Dude, that was insane. That swing was so awesome. Dodgers. Dodgers was just in town to see the unicorn, Ohtani, in person. That's cool. That is unbelievable. Always wanted to see Ohtani. The pitch, that's a high fly ball, but this one's hooking foul. And it will go on out of play. No balls and 2 strikes, bottom of the second. It just cuts it off. I don't know why. Wonder if it's just Zombie Nation. I don't know. No balls, 2 strikes. That's to Jarren Duran. And the 0-2 is going to be chopped foul. Red Sox should be sent down to a minor league team, and then next thing you know, there's a home run that's hit. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the second. And the 0-2 to Duran. There's a fly ball hit off the end of the bat out to left field, but Langford is there. And he will have plenty of room to make the catch for out number 1. It's actually Freeman out in left field who caught it. Langford is DHing today, excuse me. It's Freeman out in left, Ozuna in center, and Nimmo out in right field. One gone, bottom of the second. And there's a curveball that dances in the zone for strike 1. This is the only game that's on right now. Sunday Night Baseball in action out in Boston, Massachusetts. The ball is 1 strike. Durbin at the plate stares at a four-seamer on the outside edge for strike 2. He just has a .506 OPS at home, which is one of the lowest OPSs in all of baseball. 0-2 to Durbin. The next pitch he lays off. It's a curve. I can't find the game anywhere, so you're it for today. Thanks, as it's Marty. Well, come on over to YouTube and come talk to the chat. We have a lot of fun. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say no, he did not. So the count is now 2-2. It's a 4-1 ball game in the bottom of the second. Wyatt Langford on the very first pitch of the game homered. The 2-2 pitch to Durbin, and that's down for ball 3. Also, we have a 3D version of what's going on in the game, so you can watch it that way too, which is also pretty cool. It's not perfect. Nothing is. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Here it comes. And that's a chopper, but it's fouled off. And Durbin stays alive. After the solo homer was hit by Langford, in the top of the second, Foscue and Freeman singled, and Kyle Higashioka reeled them in on 1 swing of the bat. It was a 3-run home run. That made it 4-0. 6 pitches in this AB to Durbin. And the 3-2, that misses down for ball 4. And Durbin gets on with a 1-out walk, and he will take his base. So he is aboard. I have a friend that likes Boston teams. He's living a rough life when he watches Boston sports. I feel bad for him, says JG. Charge! They got zombified. That's funny. Here's the pitch. And that's to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, excuse me. And the first pitch was in there for a strike. Eovaldi gets set below the Texas letters. Kicks, fires, and it's just inside for a ball. Jonathan Parr is the home plate umpire. Chet Whitson is over at first base. Then you got Brian Walsh at second and Bill Miller over at third. If you have not followed me over on Twitch, make sure that you guys do that too. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitch. The 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball back up the middle and off the glove of the second baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. I mean, it was going to be a tough play because they weren't playing him up the middle. Foscue had to go run towards that baseball right behind second base, deflected off of his glove, and I don't think that he actually would have gotten Kiner-Falefa out anyways, but regardless, good stuff there by the Boston Red Sox, and we have runners over at first and second base. And now it's Marcelo Mayer who is up next. And he will be representing the tying run. Mayer's playing over at shortstop today. Carlos Narvaez is in the on-deck circle right now. 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the second. And Eovaldi throws the first pitch. It's way outside, and both runners will advance. That was like 5 feet away from home plate towards the right side, and the Red Sox now have 2 runners in scoring position, and that gets rid of the double play as well. Eovaldi's clearly losing his, he just lost his command there. May have just slipped out of his hand. The 1-0 pitch, that's down for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Mayer just hitting .220 on the season with 3 homers and 17 RBIs. The 23-year-old is up to bats. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. And that's a chopper. It's a foul ball towards the first base side, though. It goes right back over towards the dugout. I got Falefa for a stolen base and Eovaldi for 3 walks and a parlay. Well, he didn't get a stolen base there. But again, I wish you the best of luck, my friend. So far, a curveball and 2 splitters. The 2-1 pitch. Another grounder hit over towards first base. They'll get the out at first, but a run will score. It's an RBI ground out to make it a 4-2 ball game. And so a runner over at third with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. So he got him out. RBI ground out provided by Mayer. And Narvaez is up next. And the first pitch to Carlos is outside for a ball. And it's now 1 ball and no strikes. Charge! Connor Falefa at third. Durbin is the one who scored. So Contreras homered. Durbin scored after he walked. Connor Falefa got a single. And then Marcelo Mayer got him home on the RBI groundouts. The 1-1 pitch. There's a tapper hit over towards the third base side. Young gets over to it. Throws it over to first. It's in time. And the inning is over. That was a really tough play, but Josh Young just makes it look so easy. And we will go to the top of the third inning. The Red Sox do get 2 runs back. That's the good news. And we will go to the top of the third. Texas leads at 4-2. It's the good news for Red Sox fans, of course. All right, with that, we're going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a few moments. Alrighty. How did the AAA Rockies score 23 runs? They got hits, they got walks, they got home runs hit, and they sent balls out of the ballpark. And they did it against Jeffrey Springs. The real question, though, is how did Tamayuki Sagano give up 8 earned runs and get the win? Like, that's insane. That is really unbelievable to me. That's what I can't understand. But at the same time, the Colorado Rockies put up a lot of runs by the time that he came on out of the game. So that's what ended up happening. Nathaniel's here. What's up, Nathaniel? Nathaniel Suarez Delgado. Good to see you on here. How you doing? Oh, boy. Okay, so we go to the top of the third inning. How did we get here, JJ? That's a great question. The Texas Rangers put up 4 runs. They got a solo home run to start off the ball game on the very first pitch by Wyatt Langford. And then in the top of the second, Kyle Higashioka hit a 3-run blast out over the big green monster out in left field and made it 4-0. And then in the bottom of the second, Wilson Contreras hit one 337 feet. It just left and made it 4-1, and then Marcelo Mayer ended up getting an RBI ground out over to first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch is taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Nimmo is batting .254. He has 7 home runs on the season so far and 23 RBIs. He's just 9 for 38, though, in the month of June. 1-0 pitch. And there's a tapper hit over towards the first base side. And this will be fielded by the first baseman, and they'll just stick it over to the bag. That's Contreras. And there's out number 1. Played on a bounce, and he had to come running on in. And he ended up taking it over to the bag for the outs. JJ, the wrestling company I love, AEW, is partnering with the MLB and the Minnesota Twins to have Raw at the ballpark after the Twins game on July 10th. I think that's so cool. That's awesome. That's so cool. July 10th. Sam's here. How we doing, Sam? Good to see you on here. The pitch. That misses outside for a ball. So the first pitch was in there for a strike. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't forget, folks, we need 29 more subs for us to get to 10,800 subscribers. The 1-1 from Early. And that misses downstairs for ball 2. Nimmo was so bad with the Mets. I don't know how he made it over to the Texas Rangers. He got traded. I don't know. 2-1. That's a foul ball. But, like, so bad with the Mets, like, I don't know, he had, like, 25 homers and 92 RBIs last year. He did play a lot, though. 2-2. That's a foul ball. Batting average was a little bit low. I mean, it's better than, I don't know, whenever somebody's like, he was so bad, I just, like, I just immediately think of Trey Turner. That's what I think of. Trey Turner has been horrendous with the Philadelphia Phillies this season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Early gets set at the Red Sox letters in the 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball, and it goes back behind home plate. Rick says, JJ, when I was a kid, I saw Frank Howard hit a ball over the left field wall over 500 feet. It's insane. It's insane. The 2-2 to Duran, and that's down for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, the 3-2 pitch, and a strike 3 caught on the inside corner. What a fastball thrown on the inside edge of the plate by Connelly Early. Cha-ching. There we go. I mean, he could not have thrown that pitch any better. Wasn't necessarily framed well, but got the call, and that's what ultimately matters at the end of the day for out number 1. And so Berger is up next. And here's the first pitch to Jake Berger. Line drive down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Got underneath the glove on the dive by the third baseman. And so Berger is going to get an easy double out of this with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. All right, so we got a runner over at second. That was a screamer. Hit right by Caleb Durbin. It just got by him. Couldn't make the diving stop. He reacted pretty quickly. Charge! Berger's 1 for 2, and now it's Justin Foscu's turn. Foscu did score a run on the 3-run missile hit by Kyle Higashioka back in the 2nd. The pitch, and that misses outside in my own world, but it was really called a strike in reality. It was caught on the outside edge. The ball is 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 3rd, and the next pitch, Nets chopped foul. To be fair, that was a really late call by the umpire. Turner wasn't so bad about 5 to 6 weeks ago. He was Pretty consistent. Now it's egregious. The ball is 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. High for a ball. JJ, watched your stream a little bit today. Was joining different streams today, but wasn't going to leave you hanging. What's up, Sam? Dude, I'm happy that you're... I want people to go out there and support other streamers. I want other people to know what else is out there because, guess what? There's so many people that do this, that deserve a lot of attention and that deserve a lot of love. 1,000%. So don't take it. I don't take it personally. I'm happy that you guys are seeing other people that do this. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a line drive hit over towards the third base side. Knocked down by Durbin, and everybody's going to be safe. I mean, he tried to backhand it over on the bounce, and he had time to react to it, but he just couldn't get it into the glove. He deflected it down, and so that'll put runners over at first and third. That was an easy play for him to backhand, too. Just popped on out of the tip of the glove. And so, that'll extend the inning, and Early has to get himself another out because of it. As he tried to backhand it, it just bounced off the tip of his glove, and he should have had it. Easily should have had it. So now the Rangers will have Cody Freeman up. Berger's at third. Foscu's over at first. He takes a lead off there. And here's the first pitch from Early. That misses just a little bit inside for a ball. Early's working up a little sweat. So they'll call it an E5, I would assume. If they don't call that an E5, I don't know what an error is. They called that a base hit. Wow. 1-0, and that's taken for ball 2. They called that a hit. I guess that they maybe thought that he could have beaten it out if he would have fielded it cleanly, but, oh, man. 2-0. That's foul tipped. I feel like the Phillies should just put Turner in the 7th or 8th slot just to have better energy towards the front of the top. Today, the Dodgers pitching was good until the 5th inning. This is Brayan. Is that how you say it? Brayan? Is that how you say it? The Sox hadn't gotten a hit. Well, Yamamoto last night was sensational too. But I agree, my friend. That's a good point that you make about Trey Turner. 2-1 is the count. The toss back over to first, and the throw is not in time. Does anybody else like the dirt? Like the dirt's color on the field? Just kidding. The 2-1. That's a pie for ball 3. I actually do like the dirt color. I think it's pretty cool. 4-2, Texas. Top of the third. 2 outs. They've scored in every inning so far. The 3-1 pitch, and that's a called strike 2. Freeman decided not to challenge it. It was a strike. Right at the knees. That was a good pitch. Framed it very well. Early with 50 pitches so far. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. That is popped up out over towards the shallow right field side. Backpedaling, and there to make the grab for out number 3 is Kiner Falefa, and the inning is over. It got a little bit dicey. Texas could not capitalize on Durbin's mistake over at third. And we go to the bottom of the third. 4-2 is the score. Man. Folks, once again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football. We also do Sunday night baseball. We do a lot of baseball content. We did 23. Chat, we did 23 World Baseball Classic games. 23 WBC games. We were up at 5 a.m. We were doing the Tokyo games. We did all of we did almost like, I would say that we did like at least over like 60% of the World Baseball Classic games. It was so much fun. So far, we have not only done Phillies games, we've also done 30. This is our 38th non-Phillies game that we've done this year as well. And we do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone as well. In case you didn't hear about it before, what is Diamond Zone, JJ? Diamond Zone is basically, imagine this. It's NFL Red Zone, but it's for Major League Baseball. So with all the pitches that go on, you don't miss a pitch. We use the 3D, and what's so cool is that you can hear me calling like 6 different games at once. So if you're like into fantasy baseball, or if you're like, how the heck do you call like 6 different games at once? I'm really curious. If you're just a baseball fanatic and you're like, dang, you're crazy. How do you do that? Are you Kevin Harlan or something? Yeah, come check it out. It's pretty sick. It really is. You don't want to miss it. It's called MLB Diamond Zone. I'll drop the link down below. You can actually go check out one of my other older episodes that we did last year. We did one last week. That was cool. But the slate of games this week, when we do it on Wednesday, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot for sure. So definitely don't miss out on that. It's so sick. Oh, man. I know we've had a good at-bat who couldn't field for 2 of my 4 high school years, and no one performed well when batting before or after him. Well, I hope that that's not going to be the case for Trey Turner and the Philadelphia Phillies. This is on YouTube, The Diamond Zone. There's our latest episode right there. Here's the pitch. That is going to be taken for a called strike to Masataka Yoshida, who struck out in the first. 1 homer and 10 RBIs on the season. It's no balls and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Eovaldi kicks and deals, and it's up high for a ball. By the way, our next episode of Diamond Zone, I will make sure that I post it on the community tab after the game is done with what the schedule for baseball is going to be this week, but we have a lot of baseball content this week. And Diamond Zone will be on Wednesday. We got the Phillies game on Wednesday afternoon, then we got Diamond Zone at night at 6:40. The pitch, and that is down for ball 2. Is this on YouTube, The Diamond Zone? Yeah. Go check out that link. It's pretty cool. But that one actually does not have the 3D because we didn't start using the 3D until this year, which is really cool too. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 pitch, and Yoshida smacks one down the right field line. That's going all the way towards the corner. Masataka will get a double out of this. The throw to second is not in time. Yoshida now in scoring position for the Boston Red Sox. Let's go. Nikki, Triton, and Cockatoo, thank you so much for the sub. Another opportunity for the Red Sox. Eovaldi trying to limit the damage here. Here is Rafaela in the batter's box, hitting .289. He's been a hot hitter for this Red Sox team, and he's late on the fastball, swing and a miss. JJ, what was that one dude asking about with A.J. Brown today, or was it yesterday? I have no clue. I don't always remember questions. I'm so bad at that. I'm like so dialed on in sometimes, I forget like what people say in the chat, or I even forget what I say. 0-1, and that misses inside for a ball. I'm being serious, too. Like, my dad actually reminded me today that there was actually a funny comment that I made, and I totally forgot about it. They were like, so what's a Philly? And I said, well, what's a Met? The 1-1 pitch. The pitch. And that's down for ball 2. They tried to appeal. He didn't go. I totally forgot that I said that. But, yeah, somebody did comment. I was like, I don't know. What's a Met? The Monster's my favorite part of Fenway Park. Dude, it's so awesome. Love Fenway Park. I got to see the Red Sox when they faced Kyle Farnsworth and the Tampa Bay Rays. That was really cool. 2-1 pitch, and that jams him, and it's going to be grounded over to third. Young has to hurry. He throws it over to first, and that's in plenty of time to get out number 1. Now, Yoshida does head on over to third base, and he's now 90 feet away from scoring. So they do maneuver Masataka Yoshida from second over to third. He was in the chat today. I didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, I probably read over it, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So, I don't know. I have no clue. 1 out, bottom of the third. Wilyer Abreu is up. And the pitch. And that is going to be tapped foul. What's up, Haley? How you doing, Haley? Haley, it's always so good to see you. How's Lauren doing? The balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the third, 1 away. Abreu is in the box. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball that made Abreu look off balance. Rick says, go Canes, beat the Golden Knights. Take care of business against Torts. And Carter Hart as well. 0-2 pitch. And that's another chopper hit over to first base. The tag to first. There's one. The throw to home. That's a double play. A 3-2 double play to end the inning. And they won't challenge it. And so the inning is over. Berger did an excellent job playing it on 1 hop, taking it to the bag. Yoshida was coming home. He was late, and a good throw made by Berger. And how about that swipe, too, by Kyle Higashioka to complete the double play there. And we go to the top of the 4th. What a ball game so far. That was unbelievable. A 3-2 double play. How often do you see that, chat? Do y'all remember when Ellie De La Cruz stole 3 bases in a row against the Brewers? That is my favorite baseball moment of all time, says Callie. Yeah, I remember that. It reminded me a lot of Jason Worth when he stole 3 bases. That was really cool, too. That was awesome. I remember watching that stolen base game from Jason Worth. That was so much fun. Fenway was a great place to watch a game. Mario, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Way to hold on to a lead. Yeah, they needed that for sure. Folks, again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 4-2 Texas against the Boston Red Sox. They have 7 hits. Texas so far in this game. Is that correct? They do. They have 7 hits so far. Crazy. Unbelievable. Folks, we are now 27 subscribers away from getting to 10,800 subs. Subscribing to the channel is free, and hitting the thumbs up button is free as well. So we are going to go to the top of the 4th inning. So Abreu grounds into a 3-2 double play. More final score predictions for those of you who are just tuning on in. Let me know what your final score predictions for this ball game are. Washington won today 10-1. The Nationals actually had Ruiz and Wood with a home run and 3 hits. And they both also had 2 runs scored. Yeah, the Rockies had broken the franchise record for most runs in the game with 23. They almost matched it with 27, which would have been their win total. We're all good here. She's laying down for bed now, so it's time to play 20. No, make it 50 questions. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's fun. A ball, 1 strike to Kyle Higashioka. I got 7-4 Texas, says Mario. What's up, Mario? The pitch, and now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Rick says I got 6-3 Rangers. Here is the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That slider just kept on running inside. Higashioka hit his 5th bomb of the season. Back in the 2nd, it was a 3-run missile. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And there's a grounder hit towards the first base side. Contreras has it, flips it back over to the pitcher Early just in time to get out number 1. Early had to charge over towards that first base bag, and Contreras was sort of caught in the trance there because it was hit away from the bag. He had to go towards the baseball, and they had to communicate very well there, and they did. Got on the same page, and there's 1 away in the top of the 4th. Kendrick's here. What's up, Kendrick? How you doing, man? Shout out to my guy, Kendrick. 1 out, top of the 4th. Alejandro Ozuna is up to bat. And his pitch is taken for a called strike. It was a really good play. Alejandro Ozuna is in the box. What's your favorite JJ Phillies game or Diamond Zone where you did multiple games? 0-1 pitch. High bouncer, hit over the shortstop. Backhanded. The throw to first. Not in time. That was a bang-bang play, though, over at shortstop. And they just couldn't get him out. Mayer did a nice job getting to that thing. Backhanded it and got the glove down far enough to make the throw over to first. And he gave it all effort there. Hey, Phillies fans, I know somebody that has really struggled with the high bouncers. 1 out, top of the 4th. The first pitch, time is called, or is that a pitch clock violation? Yep, they're going to say that the runner has to go back over to first. They will call a pitch clock violation against Wyatt Langford. He released it too late, so it's a dead ball and a pitch clock violation. Favorite Phillies game or Diamond Zone where you did multiple? Mine was the World Baseball Classic. When you had the semifinals going on and both games ended at the same time. That was insane. That was unbelievable. 1-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. If you were here to see that, that was special. I was like, this would be insane. It ended at the same exact time, both of those games. It was so scripted. 2-0. That's line foul towards the left side. Rangers got this one. I love it. Games all day. It's cool. It's a lot of fun. I need Freeman and Young to get 2 strikeouts. I need a Taylor. Because I ripped my pants. Get it? SpongeBob, anybody? 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. 1 out. Langford in the batter's box. The 2-1 pitch. Inside for ball 3. I believe Sox still in this, but those 4 runs in the first 2 innings were crazy. Oh, yeah, the Sox are still in this. No, this game ain't over. It ain't over by a long shot. 3 balls, 1 strike to Wyatt Langford, who homered on the very first pitch of the ball game. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 delivery and a called strike 2. The curveball was placed perfectly on the outside edge. Trey Turner. Lil Wixed, 16, thank you so much. I appreciate you. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 4. Langford throws the bat over towards the dugout. Gave it a little toss. And he will jog on over to first base. You're supposed to walk, my friend. But regardless, runners are over at first and second. Top of the 4th. And 1 out. Connelly Early has 64 pitches. And so we got 2 runners on. Langford walks. And we have Josh Young coming on up to the plates. When Big Larry came out just to put him down, SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a fool who went and ripped his pants. Young is up to bat. The pitch. And that's outside for a ball. Rockies had a football score today. Yes, they did. They did have a football score. 23 runs. They scored 3 touchdowns and a safety. 1 ball, no strikes to Josh Young. And here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Isaac is here. What's up, Isaac? How you doing, man? Y'all think the Red Sox will come back for the W? Good. Absolutely. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, here it comes. That misses downstairs for ball 3. Early has really struggled here. Connelly has given up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, and there's action now going on in the Red Sox bullpen. They're getting somebody warmed up. Get you a name in just a couple of seconds. The next pitch, that'll be in there for a called strike. So it seems like warming up in their bullpen is Tommy Canely. The 3-1 pitch. Outside for ball 4, and that'll load the bases. And time is going to be called. 69 pitches for Connelly Early. The bases are now juiced. We got drama. By the way, the Yankees won 8-3. The Nationals won 10-1. So that wasn't the only high scoring game today. And the Mets actually put up 8 runs today, too, against the Atlanta Braves. The Dodgers lost to Chicago. Did they lose 2 out of 3 to the White Sox? They did. Wow. All right, bases loaded, top of the 4th. 1 away, Brandon Nimmo is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a groundout. Bases juiced, 1 away, top of the 4th. 69 pitches for Connelly Early. And the pitch to Nimmo. He flies this one out over towards left field. It's going back towards the track. It's going to hit off the Green Monster. And this should bring in a couple of runs. Ozuna's going to score. Nimmo's going to stop over at second. And it's now a 6-2 ball game. Langford and Ozuna cross home plate. Josh Young heads over to third. 6-2 Texas. Somebody said that Nimmo should be in the minors. Pitch, swing and a miss. Actually, they didn't say that. They said that I don't know how Brandon Nimmo got traded to the Texas Rangers. He sucked as a Met. The balls, one strike. And here's Duran, the pitch. Chopper hit over to third. Runners will stay. Throw to first in plenty of time. And there's 2 away in the top of the 4th. Does it make me feel better about the Giants game? Jaron Duran better strike out or else. JJ, are you a Penn State guy? I'm not really much of a college guy. I guess I guess I'm more of a Villanova guy. I would associate myself as a Villanova guy. 2 outs, top of the 4th. The pitch. And that is on the outside corner for a called strike. Was it PAS? He thought trash on Nemo every stream. The 0-1. That is outside for a ball. I like PAS. Haley, are you going to see the new Toy Story? Or anybody going to see the new Toy Story? 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 runners on in scoring position. Berger is in the box. And the 1-1 pitch. That misses inside. It'll be challenged, though, by Boston. Maybe I'm seeing him different now. It's true. The pitch is inside for ball 2. And Boston, are they out of challenges? Call is confirmed, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike. No, each team has 1 left. 1 challenge remaining. 6-2 Rangers. The 2-1 to Berger. It's inside for ball 3. The 3-1 delivery. This is popped up a mile high. Over towards the right side, and Contreras calls off the second baseman, Kiner Falefa, for out number 3. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 6-2 Rangers on the 2-run double by Brandon Nimmo. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. What is going on with the Boston Red Sox right now? They're down. They're down by 4. They only have 3 hits. They've given up 9. That's what's going on with the Boston Red Sox. They're so bad, my God. My favorite way is to rewatch a movie, watch along / watch party. That's a good one. I liked 1 and 2 and 3. I liked 1 and 2 and 3 was all right. Toy Story, says Sam. I love 2. I liked 3. 4, I gotta rewatch it. I do. I got to rewatch it. So my brother was a big Disney fan. For those of you that don't know, I bring him up. I do. I bring him up a lot. We actually did a charity stream, and we raised about $5,000 a month ago, a month and a half ago, and we did it for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. We were on for 48 hours. We did a 48-hour charity stream. It was so much fun. It was so cool. And we did it in honor of my brother, because my brother passed away from familial dysautonomia. And I was nearing 10,000 subscribers, and I wanted to do something really special for that, and I figured in order for us to honor him, like, that'd be a really, really cool thing to do. But Mitchell actually really, really loved Disney. So we did like a lot of Disney trivia. We did Disney trivia when we got to 1,000. I did a Batman voice and a Batman mask when we got to 2,500. I got to call Justin Crawford's walk-off single, the first one that he had that day. That was the first walk-off of the day. I did it in a Batman voice, and I had a Batman mask on. It was pretty wild. It was pretty insane. For all the runs that were scored and for all the homers that we did, there were jumping jacks that had to be done. So for every home run, we did 10 squats for every home run. So there were 51 homers that were hit that day. So we did 510 squats. We did over 900 jumping jacks. We did 5 jumping jacks per run. And we definitely got a lot of exercise. But it was so cool. It was so awesome. And we got to really come together and actually do something for a greater cause. It was so cool. But long story short, Mitchell really loved Disney. So we bring up Disney from time to time because Disney is cool. And I noticed the people in my chat really like Disney. Pitch. That's going to be taken for a ball. 1-0. That's a foul ball, and Contreras slips there. Ooh, he's okay. Troy says, I'd rather stay home and watch Toy Story, if you get my drift. I understand. I like going to the theater, though. I haven't been to the theater in forever, and I think it'd be, like, really cool. Sounds like it was a fun event. Dude, it was so great. We were on for 48 hours. We got to educate people on what FD is. And then we did Diamond Zone. We did, I believe the Sixers were in the playoffs. We did Phillies games. Did a lot of content that day. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the 1-2 pitch. And there's a called strike 3. And Contreras is down looking on strikes. He did use an ABS challenge, and he will walk back to the dugout, and the Red Sox are now out of ABS challenges as well. You don't want to be in a movie theater with 100 screaming children, Troy? I mean, 100 screaming children. Maybe not this week. I'm not going this week. But when it dies down, I might go. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch to Duran. That's a line drive, base it out to right field. That ball sliced on down. And Duran got it off the end of the bat. And he is aboard once again for Boston. So there's a 1 out single. So Duran does get aboard in the bottom of the 4th. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Here's the pitch to Caleb Durbin. That's down for a ball. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. Runner over at first. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. The pitch. That misses down for ball 2. I don't think this game is over yet, chat. There's some flurries going on out in Boston. 2 balls, no strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Eovaldi kicks and fires. And that is going to be fouled away. Starting the rain. Mott's Fruit Snacks, Mott's Applesauce all the way. Mott's Applesauce all the way. Hands down. 2-1. It'll be in there for strike 2. Durbin walked. Also had an error over at third on a 1-hopper. Two and 2 is the count to Durbin. The pitch. Downstairs again for ball 3. Eovaldi was firing that thing at 95. Three balls, 2 strikes, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the toss back over to first. The throw is not in time. Tomorrow we got Phillies and Marlins at 6:40. Tuesday, we got Phillies and Marlins at 6:40 as well. 3-2. And that is fouled away. Might do Diamond Zone tomorrow night. Maybe, maybe not. Wednesday, we got the Phillies in the afternoon, and then we got Diamond Zone at night at 6:40. We'll be doing 7 different games at once at one point. And Thursday, we got our poll game. You guys get to choose which game that we get to do in the afternoon. And then we got the Phillies at night playing the Mets. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to second. The tag to second, there's one. The throw to first, there's two, and that is a double play. And we're going to go to the top of the 5th inning. 6-2 Texas. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Don't move. You moved! What'd you do? Jason Joseph here. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. Mott's cinnamon applesauce is the best. Mott's applesauce is great. If you don't like Mott's, you're gone. Just kidding. It's 8:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Connelly Early has gone 4 innings. He's given up 6 earned runs, and he's still pitching. They're still having him pitch. We're in the top of the 5th. It's a 6-2 Texas Rangers lead. Foscu is up to bat. He's 2 for 2 today. Really should be just 1 for 2, but regardless, the pitch, that's in there for a called ball. The 1-0 pitch, and that is called a strike. That one looked low. Early kicks, deals, and the pitch is lined foul. "26 pitches back in the 4th, 21 in the 3rd. So far, 3 in the 5th. The 1-2 pitch. That is a foul ball. Six to 2 Texas. 9 hits, 6 runs for the Rangers. And the pitch. That is grounded up the middle for a base hit. And another base hit by Foscu. He has a hat trick of singles today. And gets on for the 3rd time. They were warming earlier. You saw, who was it that was stretching? They had Tommy Kahnle stretching. And now the guy that's warming up is Greg Weissert in the bullpen. Early stinks. He's doing great. What are you talking about? Runner over at first in the pitch. That's down for a ball. Yeah, he hasn't been good today. JJ, do you miss the pitchers hitting? No, I don't. For a while I did. I don't miss it anymore. 1-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. I did for a while. I really did. But I don't miss it as much. I really don't. Why? Because there weren't really that many good pitchers that would hit. Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? I do miss, like, the Joe Blantons, like, hitting the home runs in the World Series. Like, that was really cool. Or the Brad Penny grand slams, like, or the Bartolo Colon homers. That was really cool. 2-1, and that misses down for ball 3. But it was like always the pitchers would bat in the 9 spot, and I don't know. Like I think that actually, you know what's funny? I think that getting the DH for the Philadelphia Phillies really helped out Bryce Harper that year when they first introduced it. 3-1, there's a grounder hit over towards left field, and that's going to get through for a base hit, and Freeman gets on. Foscue stops over at second, and just like that, more hits allowed by Connelly Early. And they got another runner over at second base. 2 runners on. That is the 11th hit that Connelly Early has surrendered. Here is the pitch to Higashioka. That misses up high for a ball. I was totally wrong today about Connelly Early. Don't go back and listen to that pregame show. I eat my words. I eat crow. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 pitch. A fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. Mayer says he has it, and he does. The catch is made for out number 1. Early's usually pretty solid. Well, over the last 3 outings now, it's been a funk. It's been a funk for him. Last 2 heading on into today. JG, what's up, JG? Good to see you on here, man. One away, top of the 5th. The pitch. And that's low for a ball. Hello, JJ. How have you been? I wanted to hear your opinion on how cool having the last name Early is. Well, better late than never that you asked the question. Just kidding. The 1-0, that's a foul ball. It's cool. I think it's a cool last name. I really do. Especially for baseball. I think it's a cool one. I feel bad because he gets made fun of for it, but I think it's a cool last name. Trey, sorry for those hairs, Coach Turner. The 1-1 popped up, hit out over towards the third base side. The catch is made, and there's out number 2. I got Chris to laugh. Let's go, baby. It's good. Sam says, JJ, you're as funny as Rising Rhino, and I take that as a great compliment if I were you. Well, thank you very, very much. I'm here literally all week, and I will be here every single day except for Friday this week. Friday I won't be here because I'm actually going to go meet Tom Grassi. So that would be really, really cool. Justin says it's too early to say. Cheers. L'chaim. All right, so we got a pitch and change in the top of the 5th inning. Connelly Early is finally done. After allowing 11 hits and 6 earned runs, he is done. And he's still responsible, by the way, for the runners over at first and second. Yeah. I feel sorry for Boston fans, says JG. Yeah, you said that before. I don't feel sorry. Why are we feeling sorry for Boston fans? Why are we feeling sorry for Boston fans? Boston has, like, been the hottest sports town in all of sports over the last, 15 years. JT says it's not early enough. Oh, man. Dr. Delay trend of meeting Tom Grassi spreads to JJ. Well, actually, I gotta clear the record here. I don't think he said this, but I was the one who said to these people, I don't know if you guys are gonna go meet Tom, but I'm gonna go do it. And we were having these conversations, and Delay was like, "That's really cool." I'm pretty sure that I found out before him. If he said otherwise, that is incorrect. But regardless, we get to go see Tom on Friday, which I'm really excited about. Shout out to Dr. Delay, by the way. That was cool that I actually got to speak to him. That was really cool. I don't know if we'll be able to speak to him, or if I'll be able to speak to him, but hopefully that is the case. We'll try to get there early and just get into the line as quickly as possible. Greg Weissert is now going to pitch. I mean, right now the Celtics got eliminated, the Bruins got eliminated, the Red Sox are doing horrible. Oh, I feel so terrible. I feel so bad. They won a championship in 2022. They've won so many Super Bowls. They've gotten a Stanley Cup just recently. The Red Sox won in 2018. I feel so bad. The Patriots also lost a Super Bowl last year. The Balls, one strike. Top of the fifth, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Just kidding, though. The 0-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. I do respect Boston fans, though. I do. The Balls, 2 strikes, top of the fifth, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Weissert is facing Langford. It could. It absolutely could. I do like all fan bases. 0-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-2 Texas. Boston is down by 4. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. This game got started at 7:20. It is now 8:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, man. I need a sip of water. What's today? Today is the 14th. All right, chat. Chat, I need ideas. Okay. Ideas. Okay. Does anybody, just out of curiosity, does anybody have plans for Father's Day? Father's Day is next Sunday, chat. Does anybody have plans for Father's Day? Because I would like ideas. I don't know yet what's going to happen. But I'm just curious, are you guys doing anything? I don't think I pity the Red Sox anymore. Throwing Weissert in while they're down by 4, says JT. Yeah, well. It's just one of those games. They did take the first 2 games of this series, though. But yeah, do you guys have any Father's Day plans? Or no? Sam is thinking. Are you giving like any sort of like gifts to people on Father's Day? Because I need ideas. Phillies play on Sunday night that day. We leave Father's Day for vacation, says Haley. Nice. Yes, I remember you told me. Because then we had this conversation about rewarding ourselves. Like, it's really important to be able to do that. And actually, I'll be honest with you, Haley. I've actually been, I took like what you said that night. I took that to heart, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to start rewarding myself for good things that I do. just be a little bit nicer to myself. Because you said that, hubby and I believe in rewarding each other for good things. What a pitch. There's a pop-up hit out over towards shallow left field, and the catch will be made for out number 1. There's a good play there, provided by Ezekiel Duran. He says that is correct. See, I do remember some things. Steak dinner, I give up. Steak dinner. I won't be on that night. But during the afternoon, I'd like to do something. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Marcelo Mayer is up. It's 0-1. Mayer's chewing his gum as he's batting. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. How do you do that? I've never even thought about that. How do you chew your gum as you're up at the plate looking at like 97-mile-per-hour pitches? 0-2. That's a pie for a ball. Now, my daughter was born in South Philly, but now lives in Seattle and is a Hawks fan. A Seattle Seahawks fan. Is that why you got the monitor? That was part of it. I'll be honest with you. The 1-2, that's down for ball 2. That actually, our conversation, that is actually why I decided to go to the Home Run Derby and All-Star Village. Yes, like to get content, but also to really reward myself, because that's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I felt like I deserved that. 2-2 pitch. That is going to be lined out over to center field, and there's a base hit in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out. And so, a runner on base, Marcelo Mayer, gets aboard, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. But that's also why even I've been going out a little bit too. So that's been really cool. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. I appreciate that. Narvaez is up. The pitch. Net misses down for a ball. Does your dad have a favorite vacation spot or anything like that? Does he have he's been planning trips. That's what he's been doing. It's really tough. It's really tough to book something for him. The pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike in the bottom of the 5th. We just went to Chicago. He booked that trip a while ago. That was really cool. We did go to Wrigley. That was awesome. 1-1. Here it is. That'll be in there for strike 2. That's a nice synchronized wave that they're doing. Narvaez is up to bat. 1 away, bottom of the 5th. A runner over at first. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's grounded foul towards the third base side. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you. Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. We did go to the Bahamas also. We did go this year. My cousin got married in the Bahamas. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Eovaldi gets himself another strikeout. There's 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cha-ching. But yeah, trip's probably like a trip now's not the time like where I'm taking trips now because I'm in the middle of my grind. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could do something for a day. It's just curious to see what you guys are thinking. I'll keep asking questions, chat later on in the week when we do Philly stuff. I'm going to Aruba the first week of August. Dude, we're in Aruba. JJ's crooning. The balls, one strike. Masataka Yoshida is up to bat. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Is there an album in the works, JJ? Definitely not. My sister actually does music, though. You should go follow her. Her name is Alyssa Joseph. She's awesome. I'll put in a plug for Alyssa. She's awesome. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. And the inning is done. There we go. If you guys want to go check out my sister, she actually does awesome music. Here's her link right here. Go support her. This is her website. She's on Spotify. She's on all of the platforms out there. Go check her out. She's awesome. Oh boy. Okay. We are gonna go to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 6-2 ball game. Young, Nimmo, and Duran are due on up. So Langford won't be due up for a while, my friend. Probably like the 7th inning, maybe even earlier, unless the Rangers get a lot of runs in this inning. We are 25 subscribers away from getting to the 10,800 marker. 11 hits for Texas and 6 runs scored. They put up 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 1st, and 2 in the 4th as well. Other final scores around Major League Baseball: the Twins won 5-4 against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Nationals, they took care of business against the Seattle Mariners. They won 10-1. Emerson Hancock pitched terribly in that game. He allowed 6 runs in 4 innings. And a lot of offense from James Wood and Keibert Ruiz. They had great days for them. The Yankees, they won against the Blue Jays. 8-3 was the final score of that game. Okamoto had an RBI infield single. Caballero homered. Rice also homered in that game as well, and so did Davis Schneider. So that's what happened there. Twins won 5-4. Colorado put up just 23 runs today. And the Athletics put up 9. Again, the fact that Tamayuki Sagano, I just have to say this one more time, the fact that he gave up 8 earned runs in the game and gets a win for that is just absolutely crazy. That is so crazy to me. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off. There's severe thunderstorm warnings going on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Brace yourselves. Hopefully we don't lose power. 0-1. Fouled back. Over towards the screen. Nationals have a great offense for sure. Padres beat the Orioles today 5-2. Diamondbacks won 5-3. Mets won 8-1. Freddie Peralta got the W against Bryce Elder. The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2. It's low for a ball. Got a random question for you, chat. Another one. 1-2, and that's a foul ball. What's your favorite class, like favorite elective that you remember taking in school? Could have been college, could have been middle school or high school, but like something that was like not like a typical subject. Not like a math class or any of like the main subjects. 1-2 pitch. And that's a called strike 3. It looked a little bit outside. Let's see. Is that a ball? Pitch track said it was. And ABS says that it absolutely was. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Advanced World History. Cool. So that was an elective. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Going back is Rafaela, and he will make the catch right in front of the track for out number 1. Advanced World History. That was your favorite, like, elective course. Huh. That's cool. That's awesome. 1 out, top of the 6th. The pitch. Line drive hit out over towards left center field. That's going to go all the way over towards the wall. Rafael is going to play it off the bottom of the wall, and he will make the throw over towards shortstop. And we have a 1-out double by Brandon Nimmo. He's been doing very, very well in this game so far. And he just smacks one out over to left center field. We had a world history class, but we had to take, freshman year, we had to take world history. Then it was U.S. History 1, and then U.S. History 2 was after that. The ball is 1 strike. Ezekiel Duran is in the box. Weiser kicks and deals. This is going to be grounded over to third base, and Durbin has it, throws it over to first. And there's out number 2 in the top of the 6th inning. So 2 away. My favorite elective class was business law. More fun than it sounds. That's cool. I took a personal finance class, but we watched Shark Tank every single day. I like Shark Tank. It's a good show. But I feel like we would just watch Shark Tank so much in that business class. Personal finance class. The pitch. And that is on the inside corner for a strike. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And this is going to be fouled back towards the screen and out of play. Never had like a culinary class in high school. Well, of course, my favorite was, I liked TV media. I also liked Corral. I was in Corral. That was cool. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third. And Durbin has it. Throws it over to first. And that is in plenty of time for out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox are down by 4. I really did poorly in my math, but history was down my alley. History's good. History's awesome. I liked math. We had to make a mock trial using a Disney book. That's really entertaining. Oh, that's so cool. That's actually really cool that you got to do that. Like, that is really awesome. A mock trial using a Disney book. I wonder, like, how that would... Man, that would be fun. Being able to, like, see, like, how the presentation of it would go. You know? That's pretty cool. I like that. That's so creative. I took a physics class, and we had to make a bridge. And I would never forget. I felt so bad. One of the students' bridges collapsed as they were doing the presentation. They had like the popsicles on the bridge and everything, and the car was going over the bridge, and then bam. That was sad. Chris says I picked the Jungle Book. Jungle Book was a good one. That was like my favorite Disney movie. That and Peter Pan. But yeah, Jungle Book is really cool. You did that for your mock trial? Would have gotten an A, but I'm a bad student and turned it in late. This is Chris. Yeah, I was kind of a procrastinator at times too. I think it all kind of happened to all of us. It was a bad habit. But when I turned things in early, I was really proud of myself. All right, so we are going to the bottom of the sixth inning. It is a 6-2 Texas Rangers lead. Langford homered on the very first pitch. Higashioka hit a 3-run shot. And then Contreras also hit a solo homer. Nimmo had himself a 2-run double. Mayer also had an RBI groundout. 6-2 is the score. Rafaela's first pitch, he chops it foul. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Eovaldi gets set at the Texas Rangers letters. And the 0-1 will be tapped foul again. The ball is 2 strikes in the bottom of the sixth inning. 4-run lead for the Rangers. And the 0-2 pitch. And that is down for a ball. So that makes the count now 1-2. That's so cool though, Chris. I like that. Eovaldi gets set and deals. And it's outside for ball 2. I took a Spanish class. Listen to this story. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, and that's chopped foul. Okay. The assignment, so the assignment was to make a recipe that you would bring into class. You had to make the meal. You bring it into class. You microwave it, and everybody eats it. And it's supposed to be as the 2-2 is taken for ball 3. It's supposed to be like a food that, dealt with like your culture, your family, your heritage, and it had to have been something that, you used to honor that. 3-2 pitch. And there's a grounder hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. Stupid me is reading this rubric, is glancing over this rubric, thinking like, all right, like, let's, we have to make like a Spanish recipe. And I totally screwed that up. So I made Spanish rice as the pitch is fouled away. Didn't realize until the day of that it actually had to be like a family recipe. It had to be like a tradition or some sort of like, cultural recipe. And I was like, well, there goes that. So I made Spanish rice instead. I don't have any sort of Spanish in my blood. Nothing like that. Didn't do so well on that project. 0-1 pitch, and it's down for a ball. The 1-1. This is popped up, hit out over towards shallow left field, and the catch is made, and there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. I think I got like a D, maybe a C. That was bad. I could have just made it like matzo balls or something, but I totally misread the rubric. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and now it's Wilson Contreras who's up. And Contreras launches one out to left field. That ball's gone for the 2nd time today. That's now a 6-3 ball game. Man. Two away, bottom of the 6th. Eovaldi is still pitching. It is a 6-3 game. 2 outs, nobody on. Duran is up. And on the first pitch, this will be bounced back over towards the mound. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And there's out number 3. But we are going to go to the 7th inning. It is a 6-3 game. Boston's down by 3. And with that, we'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you very, very soon. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Did I hear correctly that Alvarez of the Astros hit 2 homers in 1 inning? Yeah, 2 nights ago. He had a grand slam and a 2-run home run. That's correct. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? How you doing, man? JJ, if you could be president or GM for any of your teams, which team? And if you could make any decision, which would it be? I wouldn't want to be a GM or president for my team. But that's just me. I'd rather be a caster. I really, really would. If they asked me, do you want to be a GM? Do you want me to, do you want me to be the president of the team? I wouldn't do it. I would respectfully decline. I love what I do, and I'm not stopping this. I'm really not. But if I could make any decision, if they were like, all right, just for like one day, we need you to make one decision. If I could make one decision, what would it be? One decision. My decision would be to give all of the, and I really mean this when I say this, but I would give, at least I would give my employees, if they don't have like 3 days scheduled off, I would give them like 3 scheduled days off, or 3 extra days off, because I think that everybody deserves to have some time off, especially if they're working really, really hard. I would try to give them a little bit better of a salary. That would be my decision. But as far as like a team decision, like for a player, I don't know. What would I like? I would like the Phillies to go for Tarek Skubal. I get Tarek Skubal over here. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. The ball's one strike. The 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be grounded foul towards the right side. But I think that for any, like, business, it's really important that you treat your employees nicely and that you give them, you reward them for like what they do at all levels. So I would make sure that I would do that. 0-2 pitch. That is lined out over to left, and that's caught by Duran for out number 1. How much longer until the game finishes? There's 9 innings in a baseball game, so we're in the top of the 7th, which means that each team has to bat 9 times unless the team that's home is winning, heading on into the 9th. So, top of the 7th, 1 away. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing? You think Nathan plays one more inning? I don't know. Nathaniel Eovaldi? Probably not. Then again, maybe so. He has 85 pitches, so he could. The pitch, and that's going to be taken for a ball. Chris says, am I the only one that hated a teacher in high school, and they ended up being your favorite teacher years after you graduated? This is Chris. I never had that experience. The pitch. That's taken for ball, too. I liked a lot of my teachers for the most part. Had a couple ones that I didn't have as good of a relationship with, but I really tried to get along with my teachers and my professors. 2-0. This is grounded over towards the mound. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. A happy worker is a productive worker. That's what I think. I think that if you put people in positions to succeed and you make the workspace comfortable for everybody, then I think everybody likes working together. And it's easy to get along with people, And if I was the GM of any organization, that would be my number one thing. I want to make sure that my workers are happy. And that the space is nice. The pitch is Nats taken for a ball. 1-0 pitch. And the cutter's taken down the middle for strike 1. 6-3 Rangers. We got 61 likes so far. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you all. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-1 pitch, and that's a foul ball. Can y'all still believe that I didn't read that rubric? To this day, I'm like, how the heck did I misread that? Made Spanish rice. I could have made matzo ball soup for that Spanish class. I could have made like, I don't know, like challah. But I thought that it had to be a Spanish recipe. It's crazy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. Food was good, though. That was good, but it was not the right assignment. Three balls, 2 strikes, top of the 7th, 2 away. Nobody on. Higashioka in the batter's box. And the payoff pitch. That'll be fouled back towards the screen. This game is over 2 hours old. Watson is pitching, by the way. The payoff pitch to Kyle. That's a line drive, base it out to left field. And Higashioka gets on for his second time today. in the top of the 7th inning, he gets on. Tornado warning in my area. The game is now a weather warning. Yep. Well, they're playing out in Boston, so the weather there is not bad. But here, South Jersey, Philadelphia area, yeah, we're being careful. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Ozuna is up at the plate, and his first pitch, swing and a miss. The 0-1 popped up. Where is it? It's out over towards medium depth left field. Duran is there, and he'll make the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Okay. It's a 6-3 ball game. All right, chat. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ask you a baseball question, a baseball trivia question. And if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. So the question that I have for you is as follows. Does anybody want to know, or does anybody actually know, who hit the most home runs ever during a World Series? Which individual player has the most home runs in World Series history? That's what the question will be. Anybody. Drama would have been fun, but I have stage fright. Ooh. I love doing theater. If it wasn't for theater, I wouldn't be doing this. For sure. Most home runs in World Series history. Who has the most? JJ fired from GM. Job returns to your play-by-play. I love you, man. Thank you so much. No, it's a good question. It really is. But I would like to bring Tarek Scubell here, but I also had to answer it seriously too. Anybody? Most home runs in World Series history. Anybody? How up to date is the simulation? It's pretty much up to date, my friend. Everything is good except for invisible bats. And also players going underground after outs are recorded. Like that, right there. Mantle. Mickey Mantle is correct. Good for you. Here's the pitch. That's down for a ball. Not Chase Utley. Not Panda. Not Reggie Jackson. It is Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle had 18 home runs in World Series history. Good for my guy. Vote Blue is back. What's up, Vote Blue? One ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Durbin is up, and he will chop the second pitch over towards third base. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And there's out number 1. I got Hannah to laugh. Is your name Hannah? I want to make sure I pronounce that correctly. I see that it's Shahana Rankin. I want to make sure that I get your name right. But yeah, everything else is good. The pitch, here it comes. Grounder hit over to shortstop, and here's the throw over to first base. That is in plenty of time, and there's 2 up and 2 down already on less than 5 pitches. What's up, buddy? Sorry I missed earlier doing my political thing, but I had to check in. Ugh, that's it. You're done. Goodbye. Just kidding. But no, man. Good to see you on here. Absolutely. Hopefully it went well. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. We'll catch you up in the pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. On the very first pitch of the game, Wyatt Langford hit one 418 feet off of Connelly Early. In the second inning, Kyle Higashioka hit a 3-run home run. That made it 4-0. There's the 1-0 pitch to Marcelo Mayer. That's outside for ball 2. And then in the bottom of the second, Wilson Contreras hit his first homer of the game. And then Marcelo Mayer, who's up to bat, had himself an RBI ground out. That made it 4-2. And here's the 2-0. That misses down and inside for ball 3. Then in the top of the 4th, Brandon Nimmo against Connelly Early ended up having a 2-run double to make it 6-2. And then Contreras in the bottom of the 6th hit his second homer of the day. 3-0 pitch. That is a called strike. Connelly Early allowed 11 hits, 6 earned runs, and 2 walks in 4 2/3 of an inning. Nathan Eovaldi, on the other hand, so far 6 2/3 with 6 hits allowed and 3 earned runs. The pitch. Now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Please be safe out there, Michael. Last name, yes. First name, Shauna. What's up, Shauna? Three-two pitch, swung on and missed, got him. And we go to the 8th inning. It's a 6-3 ball game. Eovaldi has been excellent today. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, and 6 hits allowed. We've got to catch a bus. Hopefully the weather doesn't get too bad here. Please, 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 guys, be safe. Be safe out there. Shauna, I hope that you're having a good night. For those of you who are new to the channel, for those of you who are new here, let's do a little toast. Cheers. You guys are here. You guys found the channel. We cover Phillies baseball. We cover Sixers basketball, Eagles football. We do other baseball games as well. We also do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone, which is really cool. If you're just a baseball fanatic like me, you came to the right spot. Cheers. L'chaim. Good stuff. Solid recap. Thanks, my friend. I try. It's like, the one thing that I realize is that in radio, okay, they always teach you the number one important thing. Like, the number one important thing to do is to give people the time and the score. Repeat it. Time and time and time and time and time again. It's because you never know when people are tuning on in. So time and score, inning and score, situation is always, always important. And recapping is important too, because you have people that just tune on in and you don't want them to be lost. You're basically guiding them. There's no graphics that are up there, especially when you're listening in on the radio side. So you got to be the eyes and the ears. And I agree with that even from a streaming perspective too, because there's people that come on here that just, are working. They're away from their phones. They can't watch the game, or they can't watch the stream, or they can't come on, or they're driving, or whatever the case is. So one of my biggest critiques that I always try to say to myself is that I need to give time and score more. So that's one of my biggest things, for sure. I always try to strive for perfection. That's something that I don't think I still do enough of. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Wyatt Langford is up to bat. There we go, primetime situation. Watson still pitching, and Langford on the 0-1 pitch fouls this one back over towards the screen, but Contreras juggles it and makes the catch. I thought that was going to go right behind home plate, and it did go behind home plate, but it didn't end up going on out of play. And the catcher for Boston did an excellent job at juggling that thing, sort of snow-coned it, and then bobbled it and caught it on the second chance. That was Narvaez who caught it there. I would definitely be tuning on in during bird season. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. It's going to be a fun bird season for sure. The pitch. And that is down for a ball. What do we think about the Cowboys? They're low-key intimidating, says Shauna. The Cowboys are going to cowboy. We respect all I respect all fans. Don't get me wrong. But as an Eagles fan, I can get along with the Cowboys fan. You know, if they're cool, if they're nice. But if they're, like, rowdy, it's hard. 1-1. And that misses up high for ball 2. I do try to get along with everybody, though. Chua's here. What's up, Chua? Good to see you on here, my friend. 2-1 pitch, and that is going to hit Young on the elbow guard. Ouch. And he will go on over to first base. Got him square on the elbow. Yeah, that's got to hurt. Thank God he had a protector there. So 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. And now it's Brandon Nimmo's up next. 1 out, and the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. We are 25 subscribers away, folks, from getting to the 10,800 subscriber marker. If you have not hit the thumbs up button or have subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you guys do so. It is free. 1-0 pitch. Another high fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. Rafaela backs up as far as he can, and he will just have enough room to make the grab. That thing just stayed in the yard. So Watson gets the second out, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 8th inning. Bo Blue says, I found you when the Phillies were on Apple TV, so I had to listen in. Now I put you on regardless. Record the game on the DVR so I can match it up to your voice with the TV. Dude, thank you so much. Again, like, I've met some really incredible people on here, and it's just really awesome. Yeah, I'm very blessed, and I'm happy that we've been able to build just an awesome community on here. And there's a lot more that I want to do, but that's a huge compliment. There's nothing. I'm speechless, really. 0-1, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And I'm a big fan of T-Mac. I'm a big fan of Scott Fransky. They're 2 of like the people that I really do look up to. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Swung on and missed, and the inning is over. Time to go to the bottom of the 8th inning, chat. Let's go. Let's go. All right, got to get the juices flowing. Let's go. Where are you tuning on in from tonight? Let us know down below. Where are we tapping on in from? Where are we tapping on in from? Oh, boy. I don't know why I turned this up. Sam says, shout out to you, JJ, and the District for being the 2 guys streaming this game tonight. Oh, District Nation streaming this too? I didn't know that. We should actually go say hi to him when we go to the 9th inning. I didn't know that he was streaming this game. We got Hamilton City in the chat. Chua's here. What's up, Chua? Fist pump to you, man. Chua tuning on in from Hamilton City, California. Sam says, I'm on vacation in Virginia. Vacay in Virginia. Love it. Love it. Virginia sounds good. I'm in South Jersey. Says vote blue no matter what. Shout South Jersey. That's where I am, man. Shout out to SJ. Big shout to South Jersey. Oh, boy. All right, so it's time for us to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Narvaez, Yoshida, and Rafaela are going to come on up. JJ, shout out to our buddy Fitzy and the Sox come back. They can win. They are behind my team, says BW. What's up, B-Dubs? Coach Sterling is here. Tuning on in from Dearborn, Michigan, driving up Michigan Avenue. Love it. BW, of course, from Thailand. Make sure that you guys go follow Orioles Birdwatcher. He is phenomenal. He calls games just like us. We got Lil Wicks tuning on in from North Carolina. Sam from Williamsburg, Virginia. Love it. Dayton, Tennessee, says Chris. Let's go. Love it. Good stuff. All right. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6-3 Rangers. 13 hits for the Texas Rangers today. Just 6 for the Boston Red Sox. They will be facing Jacob Junis, 24 games, 1.57 ERA. And the first pitch to Carlos Narvaez will be inside for ball 1. 20 strikeouts, 5 walks allowed, and 28 2/3 of an inning. Right-handed hitters are actually batting .334 against him. So it's 1-0 to Narvaez. The pitch. And that is a called strike. Right at the knees. The 1-1 from Junis, swing on a miss. That was a really good fastball that he threw. It just kept rising. And it got over towards the letters. The Boston letters. And it's 1-2. Junis not wasting any time. The 1-2 pitch. Swing on a miss. Got him out on a slider that was a foot off the plates. After the inning is over, we're going to go say hi to our boy District Nation. I didn't even know that he was streaming the game tonight. I didn't have that on my YouTube stuff. I want to go make sure that we go give him some love and support. So we will take a step off after the inning is over, and we will do a little raise over to his channel. The pitch. Now it's 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. And that misses down for ball 2. Score on the Hurricanes game. Score of the Hurricanes game. 2-0 to Yoshida. Line drive it out over to right, and that'll get down for a single. It takes 2 bounces in front of the right fielder, and Masataka Yoshida gets on once again for the Boston Red Sox. BW, we know where you live, Thailand. I didn't know. Just kidding. That's my guy, BW. Huge shout out to my friend. And again, another congratulations to you on getting to that 5K marker. 1 out, and here's the pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the throw on over to first base. That is dug out for out number 2. So they did get Yoshida over to second. So we got a runner in scoring position, and Wilyer Abreu is going to come on up to the plate right now. Abreu is in the box, red batting gloves, and his first pitch that he takes is going to be on the outside edge for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch, and that's in there for strike 2 to Abreu. If you did subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. Should I assume? I'm not going to assume. If you did subscribe, let me know down below. 0-2 is the count to Wilyer Abreu. The pitch. That misses down for a ball. 12 hits and 6 runs by Texas. 11 of those hits came off of Connelly Early. Chat. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Line drive hit out over to right field. That'll get down for a base hit as well. Yoshida's rounding third. He's being waved home. It's a 2-run ball game. Boston down 6-4 now. Chris, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Appreciate you very, very much. Red Sox are not done just yet. And now it's Contreras who's up to bat. And Contreras, who's homered twice today, stares at strike 1 on the outside edge. George! 0-1 to Contreras. Up high for a ball. I think he's going to get moved at the deadline. I do. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to Contreras. He fouls this one back over towards the left side. It is playable, but Berger can't make the catch. Wow. That ball was being blown around. Berger and Higashioka were right there, and Berger missed it. It went behind him and just couldn't catch it, and the at-bat will continue. And Contreras lives to see another day. How about that? He's all mad at himself. The wind is blowing. He just could not get there, though. The 1-2 pitch, here it comes. That's a grounder out to left field for a base hit, and that's going to put 2 runners on base for the Boston Red Sox. That could really come back to bite Texas. Contreras just continues to hit for Boston. Talking his smack, of course, as well, to the Red Sox dugouts. And we, I think, are going to have a pitching change. Skip Schumacher is going to make a move. All right, we're going to go say hi to our friend, District Nation. I'm going to drop his link down below. And we are going to go say hi to District Nation. All right, we will be right back. Go say hi to him. And I will see you very, very soon. Here we go. Jacob Latz is going to face Jarren Duran. This game just got good. Abreu's at second. Contreras is over at first. And here's pitch number 1. That's outside for a ball. Latz is going to come on in for a 4-out save. If Texas ends up fading, Phillies should go after DeGrom. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That misses down and away for ball 2. What a ball game this has turned into. Durbin waits in the on-deck circle. Duran facing Latz. It was a 6-2 game, and now it's 6-4. 2 runners on, 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch, that's a foul ball. JJ, do you know who Philly take with RB is? Oh, that is my brother. Love RB. RB is so amazing, man. I'm so lucky that I actually get to call him like a very close friend. Really. Love RB. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way. That's a tapper hit over towards the first base side. Berger has it, takes it to the bag, steps on it with ease, and the inning is over. Time to go to the 9th inning. 6-4. Texas is still up by 2. That was huge. They got themselves out of the pickle. But Boston does get another run back on an RBI base hit provided by Wilyer Abreu. But yeah, RB is my guy. I filled in for RB when he couldn't do Sixers games. So I've been filling in for his channel, but he actually also fills in for me too. Whenever I can't do Phillies games, he comes on in, and it's really awesome. We hang out a lot too. All right, so we're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. It's a 6-4 ball game. Texas leads it by 2. It's now 9:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget that we'll lay out the schedule for the rest of the week. We'll have that posted by the end of tonight. So that way you guys can see what's coming on content-wise for this week. Pablo's here. What's up, Pablo? How you doing? Pablo says, let's go, bro. Rangers win. Let's go. Callie says, RB is the GOAT. I love him. Dude, RB is the man. Love Philly take with RB. RB, and you know what? I tell this to him all the time. I really do. But, you know, I got, when I was actually, so I went to Rowan. Okay, I went to Rowan University. I was involved with the radio station, and I got into radio. And I actually learned, and this is no disrespect to the station, no disrespect to them at all, because I'm so happy with what I was able to do at the station. But RB was one of those people that actually really taught me, like, how important it is, just from watching his content, how important it is to just have a personality whenever you're, like, on the air. And, you know, he really opened my eyes to that. Him and Broads and DJ, they all 3 of them did that, and I still thank RB to this day for doing that, because if it weren't for him, I would have never like learned how to get more out of like my personality on the radio, or even like when I'm streaming now. I feel like I can be a little bit more free, you know. Tommy Canley is pitching in the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. How do you like watching Sunday Night Baseball games on NBC Peacock this year? Is the score bug any better? I think so. 0-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. The thing that I don't miss, chat, is I don't miss the in-game interviews. I really think that those were annoying, and they take away from the game. I'm a sort of get-off-my-lawn type of a guy when it comes to that. Just let them play. Don't do the mics during the game, or even after somebody hits a home run. Come on. Just Just let them play. Leave them alone. Don't bother them. That's my whole philosophy. The ball is 2 strikes, top of the 9th. If they ask me, do you want to interview a player during the game? I can get Kyle Schwarber on. I'd say no. I want him to focus. 0-2 pitch, and that is outside for a ball. I got 4K on Texas, says Shauna. Oof. Good luck, Shauna. So happy that you're here. We do other baseball games, not just the Phillies, but we do a lot of baseball content. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. There's one away in the 9th. Strike 3. He's out. One away in the top of the 9th inning. That's a big-time strikeout there. Man. If you guys like baseball coverage, if you're like, well, you should try to call 2 games at once, 3 games at once, 4 games at once. I actually do that. I do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone. Definitely go check that out. One of the mods will drop it down below. There it is. Haley just read my mind right there. The pitch, grounded over to first, and the flip over to the pitcher is in plenty of time, and there's out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. How much longer is this game? Anybody know? It's over in the bottom of the 9th inning unless there's a tie. So that's when the game is done. It's also done when I stop calling the game. But no. Yeah, that'll be the bottom of the 9th. 2 up, 2 down, top of the 9th inning. The pitch, and that is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Cody Freeman. The 1-0 pitch, here it comes. That is outside, and it's taken for ball 2. It was a changeup. But yeah, Diamond Zone is like NFL Red Zone, but it's for baseball. And we actually use this 3D, and we switch the games, and it's so cool. It's so easy to follow along if you're really into it. So cool. 2-0 pitch, and that is up high for ball 3. Red Sox better lock in. I'm new to sports betting. Well, they're down by 2, and we're going to see if they can tie it up. If they don't, it's done. And then you would lose. The 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike right down the middle. Good to see you on here, though, my guy. And then not having JT catching through Sanchez off this game. Yeah, I talked about it before. I think that really hurt him. I think that JT should have played. 3-1 pitch, that's a bullet, but it's a foul ball hit over towards the left side. I don't think that that's why they lost, though. I think that Sanchez just had a bad outing. I think that JT would have called a better game. I do. But I just think that he had a lot of hard-hit stuff today, and his stuff just did not look good. That's not JT's fault that Sanchez's changeup looked bad. 3-2, here it is. It's up high for ball 4. And so there's a 2-out walk by the Rangers here in the top of the 9th inning. Sam is here. What's up, JJ? I didn't make it to the Phillies stream today. It was my birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. Good to see ya. How did your day go, Sam? How was the birthday day? We got a timeout taken on the bump. Timeout on the mount. Yeah. All right, pieces, guy. It ain't done yet, man. They agree with you about the in-game interviews? Yeah, did not like those. And then they would ask the questions, like they would have people participate, and it would be like, "What's your favorite type of hot dog?" Like, bro, I'm trying to play out in left field, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm prepared for a fly ball to come my way. So, like, I don't really care about my favorite hot dog right now. You know? Like, come on. The pitch. Nets up high and away for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs, top of the 9th. The pitch is up high. The throw back to first. That was also high, but Contreras caught it and leaped up and made the catch. It was good. I went golfing. I turned 24. I'm getting up there. Dude, you're 24? Man, that's cool, though. That's cool, though. 24 is awesome. No, man. You're young. Stay young. I'm gonna be 28 soon, man. I still feel young. The 2-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. Tommy Kahnle is pitching 14 pitches. He's facing Jock Peterson. The 2-1 to Jock. That's a foul ball. Jock is 34 years old. He has 8 homers so far this season and 23 RBIs as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jock Peterson. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Second baseman has it, though, on the backhand. Tosses it over to second. And there is out number 3. Time to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Caleb Durbin, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Marcelo Mayer are the last chance, the last hope for the Boston Red Sox. Do the Red Sox have a comeback in them, or is Jacob Latz going to shut the door and say, bam? We'll see. JJ, I have some breaking news. My brother's wife is having her second baby, and the baby is 10 weeks in her stomach. We don't know if it's a baby boy or a baby girl. That's amazing! Congratulations! That's awesome! Oh, that's amazing. Wow. That is insane. Guy says we got Red Sox. Let's go. The best hot dogs ever national. I just don't want to answer that as I'm playing baseball. You know what I mean? Like, why would... I don't know. I just think that the in-game interviews are just so annoying. And then the questions are just crazy. Like, what's your favorite food? I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's odd. We are 21 subscribers away from getting to 10,800 subscribers, chat. We got a post-game show after this. Make sure that you guys stay on for that. And then we will release our schedule. Please make sure after the game is done. I want to make sure that I say this right now. Okay. Please make sure that you guys have your notification bell icons turned on because again, not only do we do Phillies games, but man, we got a lot of content coming up this week. We got Diamond Zone, which is basically a combination of like all the baseball games on Wednesday that we are doing. We're going to be calling all the night games on Wednesday nights. You're not going to want to miss that. We're also doing a Thursday afternoon game. We're doing the Sunday night game as well, and we're doing all the Phillies games too. And we might do an episode of Diamond Zone tomorrow night. Might do an episode tomorrow night. Just wanted to throw that out there. Durbin is going to face Latz. And we start off the bottom of the 9th right now. Elias Diaz is going to catch for the Texas Rangers. Last chance for Boston. 3 outs to go. Pitch number 1, strike 1, 95 on the top tier of the zone. 0-1 to Caleb Durbin. There's Kiner Falefa. He's up next. The 0-1 pitch. Did he go? The pitch was high. They didn't appeal, so they say no. Latz has had four out saves this season, which is tied second most in all of baseball. The 1-1 pitch. There's strike two. It's at the knees on the outside edge. Damn. That's cool. The 1-2 pitch. There's a called strike three. One gun in the bottom of the ninth. Just looking at that pitch. Just watched the fastball go by. And he is retired. One away. Kiner Falefa is up next. Here is Isaiah Kiner Falefa. And his first pitch, there's strike one, right down the hatch at 96 miles per hour. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 pitch, up high for a ball. It was about a foot above the zone. Isaiah's 1 for 3 with a single back in the second. One ball, one strike. It looks like Monasterio is going to pinch hit next. The 1-1. It's in the dirt for ball two. 2 outs to go. Two balls, one strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That would have been ball 3. The pitch was high. It was a good fastball. Got him to chase after it. The 2-2 on the way. Fouled off. He protected there. Kiner Falefa just barely made contact. Same pitch. That time it was a little bit more down. Two and two to Kiner Falefa. The windup, the pitch, high for ball 3. So that makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock once again. The payoff pitch, here it comes. Fouled again. The pitch was right down Broadway. And Kiner just stays alive. Time is called by Isaiah Kiner Falefa. A 7-pitch at-bat. Three balls, 2 strikes to Isaiah Kiner Falefa. The payoff pitch again. Another foul ball. He's making some solid contact. He's working up the pitch count. 7 four-seam fastballs and 1 curveball. What's Latz going to throw Kiner Falefa here? 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs to go. The 3-2 pitch, another foul ball. This is a battle. What a battle between these two. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, once again. That ball's popped up. Where is it? Towards the first base side. Berger gives it a look, and that time he makes the catch, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 9th. And Boston's down to its final outs. Berger just made the catch. He timed it perfectly. The backs are against the wall now for the Red Sox. Texas trying to take one game out of this series, and Andrew Monasterio is the final hope for Boston. Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Andrew Monasterio ahead in the count. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0. That's fouled back towards the screen. And the count is 1-1. If Monasterio gets on, the tying run would be Carlos Narvaez. He's up next. The 1-1, high for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Stay on for our little post-game show that we have. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Monasterio is batting. Latz gets set and deals. That's high again for ball 3. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 pitch, here it comes. That is fouled away. And it's now 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. 1 more strike to go. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Latz kicks, fires, the 3-2, swung on and missed, and the ball game is over. Latz gets another save. The Rangers beat the Boston Red Sox by a final score of 6-4. Ring the bell, Texas wins. The Rangers beat Boston 6-4 at Fenway Park. What a game. That was a good game. This was a really good game. I gotta admit, this was a really good game. I am shocked that Texas won. Actually, I don't want to say that I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. But I thought that Boston had momentum with Connelly Early pitching today. I thought that he was going to get out of his slump, but obviously that was not the case. As a matter of fact, that may have been the worst outing that he's had this season. I mean, he did not look good. He did not look good at all. And he gave up meatballs down the middle of the plate to Kyle Higashioka. The first pitch that he threw was an absolute laser. It ended up being a laser out to left field. And that was just awful. So Connelly Early blew it for the Boston Red Sox. and got them behind the A ball. And I'll tell you what, the Red Sox had plenty of chances. The Red Sox had so many opportunities against Nathan Eovaldi. And I thought that when Eovaldi was pitching later on in the game, he got better. But I still didn't feel like he was out there dominating. I felt like that Boston left so much meat on the bones today. But I give the Rangers credit because they got themselves the win, and it was a big-time win for them. Absolutely it was. So they now are 35-36 on the season, right? If we take a look at the standings right now, they're 1.5 games in back of the Seattle Mariners, who are just 1 game above 500, but they lead the AL West, right? The Athletics are a half a game in front of the Rangers, too. So this was big. Now, technically speaking, they are tied with the Athletics. I want to make sure that I mention that now. So they're tied with the Athletics, and now they're both 1 game in back of Seattle. So they needed to get that win. These are must-win games for the Texas Rangers. And that whole AL West is really something. It really, really is. So they should feel really proud about taking that game against the Red Sox because that was a big-time victory. It was a big-time W for them. The Texas Rangers, their next game that they play, if we take a look at the schedule ahead, the Rangers will be facing the Minnesota Twins tomorrow at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And then they play at 8:05 again on Tuesday and 2:35 on Wednesday afternoon. So that is the schedule for them. The Boston Red Sox have work to do. Yes, they took the first 2 games out of the series, but they just have not played good baseball at all, and they have problems, and I don't really know where they go from here. I think that when it comes to their team, they're probably going to maybe look to ship Chapman at the deadline, maybe see what they can get for a guy like Wilson Contreras to rebuild and to build the farm system. I don't know. But I expect that some of those guys that they have are probably going to go to a contender. I think that that's mainly going to happen. And we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Boston does play against Toronto on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They'll play at 6:45 on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, 6:45 as well. And then Thursday afternoon, they'll wrap up their series at 1:35 at home at Fenway against the Toronto Blue Jays. But yeah, this was a really good game. This had a lot of drama to it. If there's anything positive from Boston fans, Wilson Contreras is just hitting the ball so well. Him and William have been playing such great baseball. They are swinging the bat so good. And somebody asked me earlier today, who do you think is better, William or Wilson? I think William is better. I'll be honest with you. I think right now Wilson has the hotter bats. I really feel that way. It's no disrespect to William. They're both really good. So I give them both a lot of credit. They've been playing very, very good baseball. And we'll see how things continue to pan out for both of these teams. Rangers are still fighting for a top spot in the division, and they still feel like that they have a chance to compete. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Love you all very, very much. Sam, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Doug, thank you as well. Guy, appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate you all very, very much. How things are going to work. Again, please make sure that your notification bell icons are turned on. Right after stream is done, I'm actually going to make my community post, so that way you can see what's going on this week content-wise, and I will have that all done. It should be done later tonight. I'm going to start working on it as soon as we get off, after I get up and take care of business and do what I have to do. Now that this game is done, I am going to send you guys off to... Who should we send you guys off to? Who is on right now? Sinbin, I believe, is on. Yes. Who else? Football. Sinbin. Let's go see Sinbin. Yeah. All right. Let's go say hi to Sinbin. We'll do a redirect over to him. So after the stream is done, chat, it'll ask you if you want to be redirected over to Sinbin. You're gonna click on it and say yes, and you're gonna leave him a thumbs up button and tell him that we said hello. So let's make sure that we have that up and ready right now. There we go. Good stuff. Nice. There it is. All right. Love you all very, very much. I will catch you all in the next one. I will see you all tomorrow night. Bye. Lila Tov. Peace out. Good call tonight. Catch you later. Much love. For sure. Thank you for hanging out with us. As always. And shout out to the mods. Just wanted to say that really quickly. Shout out to Haley and the rest of the mods. I love you guys so, so much. You guys are awesome. I know I say it all the time, but I really mean that. All right. Good night. I'm stalling. Bye.